Let's really talk about this Dallas, this number one pick, bro, and what this really means for the WNBA. We understand Paige is obviously going to be the top pick. Whole story came out about her preferring LA over Dallas, right? You talk about like this is
obvious,
right? I'm trying to understand like
that's
Paige,
what I said in my show. We know she's going number one, but
it's obvious.
Is she going to be picked number one?
Ju has an argument here. What are we talking about, bro? Is she gonna go? Is Paige not locked for the number one pick?
I don't know, bro. I need to see more.
I can't see a space.
In all the games that she has played since the season started, what sticks out to most, and I seen the statistic on Twitter this afternoon, or what X or whatever the app is called, the socials. She has 1 turnover.
It's impressive.
She a point guard?
I can't see a space where she's not number one, but if she's not, it's because Kiki done showed out. But that's the only place.
She lives up to the hype that Miss Peck, the whole coach done said she's like. Now she lives up to that hype.
Now you can't count out Olivia Miles though. Like she walked in with a triple double. You know what I mean? So it's possible. Yeah, that 2-point guard thing is an issue. But then again, it would be funny how it plays out in Dallas if that happens, because then you have it in the NBA and WNBA. You got Kyrie and Luka there, and then you got Paige and Enrique there. But it would be nasty work if Dallas gets Paige, they go all in on Paige, and then Enrique ends up being the odd person out after everything Enrique has done. So it's going to be interesting because Dallas got a whole lot.
They have to get a coach first. And like what I said to you earlier when we was talking on the phone, Kyrie and Luka work because they have who at the round. Now, who's going to coach Enrique the way she predominantly needs the ball? Mm-hmm. Paige is coming from a coach in Gino in the UConn culture. Who is going to be the coach at Dallas and bring all these two together? Is the Twin Towers going to stay there? I feel as though they should get rid of one of them.
Really?
You probably keep Kalani.
I say keep Kalani because she has a short of a shot, and as a big, you need a shot in this league.
I think Natasha Howard's going in free agency. Like she wants to win. She's getting to a place in her career where like she just wants to win. She had a great season last year, but I mean, it just like she said, it is going to be about the coach and the culture that they create. But I mean, when you consider the fact that Paige played with AZ, I mean, AZ's not Enrique, but it's another scoring guard. You know what I mean? So it's not that she can't. It's just not how she's going to be able to be with Enrique because, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Ultimately, she's probably the best pure scorer in the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean,
that's not a bad take.
I can see.
So it's going to be difficult. I just hope that they're able to build around them both.
But Kurt's the GM now. I think I want to see him at that level and what decisions and moves he's going to make as with free agency and who's he going to bring with these pieces. Mm-hmm. You know, who else he's going to add with Maddie. Jaylen Brown's I loved her game last year. I know she got hurt, got sick a little bit, but I want to see what she's going to continue. Is Satu going to come back? Or is she gonna leave?
She gone.
These are all real questions. She gone, you?
She be in Indiana, man.
She's not going to Indiana, bro.
She be in Indiana with real white chocolate, man.
She's not, bro.
Whoa, who's the real white chocolate? Who is the real white chocolate? Because that's Paigey right there. That's white chocolate.
I want to see. I'm gonna behave, man. I'm telling you that right now because I need to be the same energy for this young lady coming out that it was for the other young lady coming out.
We're giving White Chocolate the same energy because she got to live up to the hype. She do.
I need the same energy.
But then also she still got another year eligibility. But I don't think she's gonna take it.
Yeah, she ain't staying.
You gotta come out, get the money.
Stay down.
We're talking about the top pick, but where it gets interesting is number 3. Number 3, I want to see what Chicago does. Chicago has a chance to do something real interesting.
Two. Is that Washington?
No, Chicago.
No, 2 is
Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kiki goes number 2 to Los Angeles. They do a Twin Tower thing there, and you got Rakia. But at number 3, do you go Olivia Miles, or do you appease Angel and bring in Anisha? Because we seen what they did at LSU. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a real chance there.
Faje's only a junior.
Oh, she ain't eligible this year? Oh, I was going to say, boy, that'll be tough right there.
Well, most of them, they have to play 4 years?
Yeah.
Oh, that was 3. Okay. I ain't mad at it. But Enrique, I mean, with the tweet that we saw from Enrique, she seems to be like, I'm excited to have Paige here. So I mean, would we expect that energy to change if she's actually in the building?
I just think she's excited to have another dog. And wanting to get busy. Like, there's one thing that I was covering a game against Brown, and there's this one player, Ima, and she was just doing all the little things and going after the 50-50 balls, and the coach said something. Coach Mo said, there's just some players that you just can't teach some things. It's in them. And there's just some players that, Enrique, you're getting a player. There's just some things that you can't teach. And she's getting a player that some things you don't have to worry about with Paige. You know what I'm saying? As a player. So I just think with Enrique, it's like she can relax a little, I feel like, as in far as like taking she had a lot of burden. Everyone got hurt last year. Yeah. And I just, of course, it's never relaxing when you're trying to win a championship.
Yeah. Okay. Look, let's ask this question. Since we're talking about the Dallas Wings get the number 1 pick. What are we looking at number 5 for Golden State, though? This is you're starting. This is a new franchise. We're trying to get this thing started. You want to make a good pick for your number 1 pick. As we have the draft happening afterwards. Like it's not the fantasy. It's I can't think of the name of the draft. But when you're picking up the players from the rest of the league, like that first player you pick has got to be somewhat of a staple that you're going to try to build around, right? I mean, a lot of teams have one of the seniors. I mean, a lot of the analyst mediums are talking about one of the centers that they have. I think it was Lauren Betts and Sedona
from UCLA.
Yeah, and they're both 6'7" centers. So I'm talking, you know what I mean? Like, are we thinking like they go with Lauren or they go with a center? Or are they looking for a point guard? And this is more so in a GM mind, right? Golden State, because they don't have an identity yet. What do you build off of it? I think this is more so how you.
They have a chance to pick Anisha too.
I ain't gonna hold you.
They have a chance to, and remember, she was the only player to do 20 and 20 in 2 different conferences.
Huh?
I like T from South Carolina.
It's a great coach.
She's a dog, yo. Like,
she's in the gym in the off season, boy.
She's a dog.
Anissa going to the Fever for real though.
Is that ESPN mock draft?
I don't see her falling that far.
You don't think so?
I don't see her falling. Honestly, I don't see her falling below 6. And that's the Mystics.
I know Haley's stock went up. I know that.
If they're lucky,
If
they're lucky,
yes, it did.
It did.
If they're lucky,
Haley's stock went up for sure.
It's a deep guards draft because you still got Georgia Moore from Kentucky. You got
yes, you do.
From Notre Dame. You got
what about Dominique from France?
Oh, Dominique Mo, there you go, because I don't want to mess up her name. Malak from France, but she's a center, isn't she?
Yeah.
6'6". Well,
she's a perfect fit for the Mystics,
bro. How did they get a number 7 pick?
New York, because of Phoenix. It was a trade with Phoenix.
They got it from Phoenix.
So Phoenix lost out.
Yeah. Wow. They dropped Phoenix is
championship in the 7 pick is crazy.
The Sky having a 3 and a 10. I'm not gonna lie. If I could trade it to Dallas and package it for that number 1, I'm going to go get Paige.
Not bad.
You know what I'm saying? Bad. If you can get Paige, Angel, and Camilla
and Carter, is she staying?
No, and then you have Carter off the bench.
But she's a free agent though, so we don't know if she's coming back or not.
She deserves to start somewhere.
But with Coach Marsh there, I think she will fit perfect there.
She'll be okay with that.
The thing about WNBA, and we saw it in the finals. that point guard play is important and is understated a lot of times. Like, and if you don't have a point guard who can significantly run your offense, you're gonna struggle. Like somebody has to be able to facilitate that in the right way. And this draft is like perfect for it.
And now we've seen it not only in this finals, but we've seen it in the finals with every time the Aces won their championship too.
Yeah, no, that's not bad at all. It makes perfect sense. You're talking about Lauren, and look, I think it's more so age than years of eligibility playing in the league to get. Because for Lauren, she's eligible to be drafted because she turns 22 next year. So that's why she's able to be, because she's a junior. So I think when you're talking about like age too, but I'm thinking about Golden State, like they're gonna find like the expansion draft is gonna tell a lot about what Golden State does at number 5.
Hey, and don't sleep on Janiah Parker either. From
she's a
Is she projected? Has her stock went up right now? I think I'm trying to figure out.
I think right now she on a couple different mock drafts. She's like
11.
8 or 9, but I know most she's like I think most mock drafts she's like 11.
6'4".
But she might be a fit in Indiana. Honestly,
they got to go into the Lynx.
She's a sneaky steal for sure.
Yeah. They got Minnesota picking her up.
Ooh.
At 11.
The rich get richer.
So the Lynx can use more help inside for Nafisa and Alana. Teammate Betts Barker is a junior but turns 22 next year, so it could be in demand as a powerful post player. So I think, Minnesota though. I'm like Vegas. We got to make sure we're good. What's up? What's going? What's good? What's happening? Well, Minnesota gonna get better.
But the thing about Vegas though, in comparison to everybody else, people from free agency are gonna flock to Vegas, so Vegas don't care.
Yeah.
They're gonna go straight up, bro. Kennedy Carter might mess around and try to go, bro. That'll be tough.
Hey, if it's open, what are we talking about? Free agent? Who the top free agents right now? Talking about WNBA.
Dejanay is a free agent.
Really?
Yeah, Dejanay. Honestly, the whole Connecticut starting 5 are free agents.
That's great. I didn't know that.
And you're not.
She'll be in high demand. She'll be in high demand. And I know I keep saying this, but I swear to you, bro, the Fever needs somebody that play defense.
Oh, for sure. What's the thing too? I'm looking at the draft.
Keep a girlfriend and lure her there, man.
What'd you say?
Keep a girlfriend and lure Dejanay there.
Cut it out, Jew. Cut it out. Yeah.
I'm just looking too, though, but Connecticut doesn't have a pick in the first round.
Nope.
That's crazy. I'm looking
for Connecticut got to get it together. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on there.
A lot happening right now.
You got to figure out a lot. C gonna be covering them. You know, C ain't gonna be nice in them news conferences if that team ain't right. But then you still got to Natasha Howard out there. Yep. You got Satu. She's out there. Who else is on that list? It's a deep free agency list, man. Tip is out there, but I think Tip is headed back to Las Vegas. And then you still also have to think about the fact of we have the draft coming up, so we don't know who's going to want to go to Golden State. That's a state-of-the-art facility right there. And that's what these women are literally wanting to play for.
Think about
and you see Ka and Cloud on their socials every day getting free agency. Oh, come here with their baths and their sporting gyms and all that stuff, trying to recruit that way to come over to the Mercury.
Do what you got to do, bro. Phoenix definitely needs some folks over there.
So just reading some of these off, y'all. We talked about it. Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner, Brianna Jones, Tiffany Mitchell, Dejanay Carrington, Endure Fall, Veronica Burton, Natasha Cloud, Kalani Brown, Jonquel Jones. They out there. If you want your team to get better, they out there. It's just a matter if they want to come play. You know what I'm saying?
I think another thing too is that who wants to go set something anew in Golden State? Who wants to be let's set this thing up right?
with the new coach out there. With the coach out there, I think they got the right coach because she's from that Becky Hammond pedigree, of course. You got the state-of-the-art facilities. Yep. You're gonna have the number 5 pick, so there's no telling what you're gonna do with that.
And it's just a new team, new culture. Their season's already sold out.
It's gonna be interesting to see who they pull and
season already sold
how
out.
The free agents go in there. But then we're continuing not even to think about the other players that are out there who didn't get a chance to play. You got Ted Cooper out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you got
LA's a different market.
What is it? What's different? What?
LA is a different market. Everything else, like you have different brands out in LA.
Yeah.
You say even like,
how you doing, my girl, like that, man?
She already know. That's why she said it again. She already know. What kind?
I already knew why he was asking.
It's a different what
market.
I go. That's all I needed. Appreciate it. I'm good.
Brand deals coming from out there. Just it could be
I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna make June uncomfortable, right? With everything that happened with the fan base last year, it'll be interesting to see who's willing to go play in Indiana, regardless of the fact that Caitlin's there or not.
It's a great question.
It's been a thing. That's a thing in the NBA too.
Yeah,
but I think with I know she had I know there was personal and professional, but bringing her back, I feel like there's a part of her being back because to calm that aspect down, the fan culture, absolutely.
You can calm that down, but how are you going to get the trust of the players in free agency first without that reassurance? Stephanie's a great coach. We all know this. Like, what I mean? She's led them to the championship. She's done everything. But how do you get players who may not be comfortable having come there as visitors before to come in and want to play in that market? I pronounce it with the R. I'm sorry. To play in that market.
I can't pronounce the Oz.
The what?
The Oz. I can't pronounce that.
Penguin. Oz.
So, Oz. But okay, I get what you're saying. But if the fan is going to be, they have the same bias against the players. The reasoning of we all know as far as being homophobic or whatever they are, you're going to bring somebody who is part of that community, who is also who is a part of that community and dating a Black woman. So if you're willing to accept this coach, you're going to have to be willing to accept half of the players, majority of the players in this league.
Okay, let's test this out real quick because I know we're about to go to the next segment, right?
Yeah.
You're a free agent. You get a chance to go anywhere, right? I'm going to give you a team. You tell me if you're going to choose that market or if you're going to choose Indiana. Dallas.
Indiana. Where am I in my career?
Do it matter?
A little bit.
I mean, if you got a chance to play with Paige and Enrique, are you choosing Caitlin in Indiana or are you going to Dallas?
I would have to see what Indiana do in free agency in the draft before I make it.
I feel like that's right. Those are all the different questions. I don't think it's more of the
Dallas to answer your question, though. Better city.
Okay, Los Angeles. I'm not even going to ask y'all that because we know the answer. All y'all going to say Los Angeles.
I'm going to LA. I'm going to LA.
Chicago, because you say it's the greatest city in the world.
Brady.
Chicago, where y'all going? Washington.
City, man.
You going to Chocolate City or you going to Indiana?
I'll probably go to Indiana before Washington, bro.
Golden State. We seen what they joint look like. You going there?
Go.
Nah, you not. New York.
Nah, you not.
Are you choosing Indiana over New York? So that's the issue.
Yeah.
Indiana, while you have an amazing player, you have a generational player, you have an uphill battle.
This remind me of somebody. But go ahead.
Is it just like is it the same thing as like the market? Is it the same thing as the market as like Utah Jazz?
It remind me of somebody, bro.
If you talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers,
yeah,
absolutely not, because you're not getting hateful.
Nobody want to come to the Cleveland.
But nobody's going to Cleveland because they feel it's boring. They're not going for hateful comments.
The city trash, just like Indianapolis.
But you're not going to Indiana because of the hateful comments. You're not. That's not it.
All right, well, talk to me. We gotta get some more tonight.
Bron left, bro. Or when Bron was there.
So talk to me. Hey, it's a great segment. We're bringing up his daddy. Let's talk about it.
Bring up LeBron in this. You know what, dude?
It reminds me of the same thing.
Let's talk about G League, Bronny James.
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.